Hi, now we will see about introduction to big data analytics. So the content is introduction to big data analytics, big data analytic tools, and what are the applications or use cases of big data analytics, the types of big data analytics, what is the challenges of big data, and how Hadoop is going to solve such big data problem. So what is the big data analytics? So big data analytics examine large and different types of data in order to understand the patterns, correlation, and the other insights which is provided by the informations or the data. And these data are huge in number, so it is going to identify the hidden patterns, the correlation among those data, and any other informations which is present in the data. All this part will be done by or taken care by big data analytics. What are the stages in big data analytics? So the first part is identifying the problem, and then we have to design the requirements, or we have to identify the requirements. Then we have to start the processing by doing a pre-processing, like cleaning the data, finding the missing values and all, then performing some analytics over the informations or the data. Then we have to get the visualization of the information, and finally we have to present it to the client side. So big data analytic goals, there are four goals which is available in big data analytics. These are the main four. First one is the next generation product. So it helps us to generate, or it helps us to evolve new generation products in the future. That is, it is a scalable one, and it will take us to new products also. And then cost reduction, so cost effective storage system for huge data set is possible. And then faster and better decision making, that is, it provides a way to analyze the information at a faster rate. And then it provides improvement in services as well as the product, that is, evaluation of the customer needs is identified at a faster rate, and their satisfaction is also gathered. So these are some of the big data analytic goals. So let us focus some more light on it. So first one is making organization more smarter and efficient. So the scenario is at a New York Police Department. It always utilize these data patterns, scientific analysis, and technological tools in order to prevent or the occurrence of a crime at a particular place. Then optimize the business operations by analyzing the customer behavior. There's a giant marketing giant, Amazon. It uses the customer clickstream data and the previous history of purchase data of more than 300 million customers. They will use it, and from each user it is shown customized result on customized web pages. Like for example, if one user is purchasing a pen, so based on the previous history of other user, it will start recommending the different types of pens available at the price whatever the user is requesting for. So this is happening because of big data analytics. And cost reduction, so the hospital called Parkland Hospital, using this big data analytics, and it will start identifying the highly risk patient, and they started producing they started producing or saving a enormous amount of enormous amount of savings by sending the highly risk uh, patients. And they also predicted the likely outcomes once the patients are sent home. These are the patients who are very highly risk, so they will, instead of keeping them at the hospital, they started sending them at home, thereby reducing the hospital charges. So this has been monitored, or this patterns has been identified using the big data analytics. The next generation product, so we know about this driverless car where the Google is working on. So it is again, it is going to be the outcome of this big data analytics. And we can see this new option in Netflix, like if one particular season or one particular drama has been viewed by many users in the past, now this has been recast, I mean telecasted back again in the Netflix. That option has been possible in Netflix because of this big data analytics. Then comes your smart yoga mat, which has some sensors enabled in the mat. which will help us to provide feedback on the posters, and then the score, and even guide us through a at home practice. It will tell us, okay, your posture is not good, you have to stand straight, or you have to lean on your back properly. So it will give some instructions accordingly. So this is also one of the big data analytic goals. So what are the domains which is applied by using this big data analytics? So domains using the big data analytics like healthcare, telecom, insurance, government, finance, automobile, education, and retail. So let us see some use cases where this big data analytics has been used. The case now use case number one, Starbucks. So Starbucks uses the behavioral analytics to cater its customers. So they will start gathering the informations like what are the type of coffee the user is buying, and at what time they are buying. So by using those analytics, they started providing offers and coupons to the customers and make sure that they maintain their interest. The second one is the Procter and Gamble. So this PNG uses market basket analysis and price optimization to optimize their products. So what is this market basket analysis? So it analyzes the customer buying habits by finding the association between the different items that customer place in the shopping baskets. So by using this big data analytics, the company uses the simulation models and predict analysis in order to create the best design for its products. Based on the amount of products that is being sold out by this company, they made a analytics and they found that, okay, these are the products which is being sold very frequently, and they have started giving its best design or improvement in that particular product. So the third one is the Walmart, which gets boosted its sales by leveraging the power of big data during a Hurricane Sandy. So they have found that people are along with the flashlights and emergency equipments, they also bought some candies called Pop Tarts. So every extra supplies of strawberry Pop Tarts were dispatched to stores during the Hurricane Sandy's path into 2012, and sold extremely well. So whoever ordering flashlights and emergency equipments, they also ordered some uh, Pop Tarts, that is the candies. So they understood this Walmart people who are affected by that Hurricane Sandy, they are interested in purchasing this candy also. And the hospital called APXEO. So 80 percentage of the medical and clinical informations about the patients are all in unstructured format. So analysis of these medical data using variety of different methodologies and algorithms are applied, that are machine learning based and have NLP capabilities. So the patient data model generated is aggregated across population to derive larger insight like disease prevalence, then treatment patterns, etc. So this APIXO, it is like a forum, and it had started giving the healthcare decisions to the persons who were joining that forum. So types of big data analytics, there are three basic analytics like descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. These are the three basic or very important types of big data analytics. The fourth one is, it is the diagnostic analytics, which is used very much in the healthcare especially. So let us focus some light on this descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics tell you what is happening right now based on the incoming data. For example, Google Analytic tool, it is the best example for this descriptive. So a business gets result from the web server through this tool, which help understand what actually happened in the past and validate if a promotional campaign was successful or not based on the basic parameters like page views. So it is like suppose for a particular website, if it is getting a many number of views, we have to identify what type of information has been posted in the website. So based on that information only, people have started viewed it. So that patterns will be stored by this analytic tools, and it will suggest, okay, in future you can post many such information like this, uh, like like this, so that people will start viewing that web page. So that is called the descriptive analytics or analysis. The second one is the predictive analysis. So it is what might happen in the future. For example, Southwest Airlines. So once they made an analysis of on the sensor data on their plane in order to identify the patterns, so which indicates a potential malfunction, so thereby it allowing the airlines to the necessary repairs before its schedule. The third one is the prescriptive analysis. So it will tell you what action should be taken. For example, this Google self-driving car, it is a perfect example of prescriptive analytics. So it analyzes the environment and it will decide the direction to take based on the data. The last one is the diagnostic analytics. So it will tell you why did it happen. So for example, for a social media marketing campaign, so we can use this diagnostic analytics to assess the number of posts, mention, followers, fans, page views, reviews, pins, etc., and analyze the failure and the success rate of the campaign at a fundamental level. So it can be used in the medical field also, where the diagnostics of a particular disease will be stored, and what is the success and the or what is the truth or the false information about about that data can be identified at the later stage or by the other users. So this is called the diagnostic analytics. So what is the challenges or problems with big data? So first problem is storing exponentially huge amount of information, then processing the data, which is having a complex structure, because the data will be in a structured format, semi-structured format or unstructured format. What is a semi-structured format? In the sense, it is partially organized. It doesn't follow any formal structure of a data model. There will be a data schema or something, but informations won't be present. Unstructured, it is unorganized data or unknown schema, whereas structured data, you have some schema and the data will be in organized format. And the third problem is processing these data at a faster rate. So these are the three different problems which is being faced by the or faced during big data analytics. So the solution to all these three problems is usage of Hadoop framework. So Hadoop is a framework which allow us to store and process these large amount of information in parallel as well as in the distributed fashion. So in parallel it happens, or it is taken care by HDFS, whereas the MapReduce, it is a other concept like a processing. So HDFS, it is for storage of big data, and MapReduce, it is for processing such information. So the if you see that the first problem, storing exponential growing huge data set, the solution is HDFS, that is Hadoop distributed file system. So here it is a distributed file system. It will divide all the complete data into smaller chunks and store it across the cluster. The second problem, that is storing unstructured data. So again we can use this HDFS. It allows to store any kind of data, and it follows the warm method, that is write once, read many times. The third one is processing data faster. So it is for this purpose we can use the Hadoop MapReduce, which provides parallel processing of data. Thank you.